Hey folks, welcome back. Today we're checking out How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, which will be my first time viewing. I have no idea what to expect, but one of my lovely viewers suggested I check it out over a year ago. So if you're still watching my videos, first of all, thank you so much for sticking around, and secondly, whoopsie. Okay, what I do know is that it's a rom-com, and I know it's got Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey. And based on the title, I assume it's based on bad dating decisions, which, let's be honest, is the backbone of most good rom-coms. So as always, I'll be sharing my thoughts as the movie progresses. So kick back, relax, grab some lobster, subscribe, and let's do this. This is Andy, and she's unhappy about the path her career took for the magazine she writes for. It was basically a nosedive into mediocrity.
I want to write about things that matter, like politics.
Oh my god, like, can we talk about, like, the political and economic state of the world right now?
So she has 2 tickets to the NBA Finals tonight from the guy she's been flirting with for a month now. I'm in enemy territory. Don't be a simp, but at the same time, use that face card. Now we meet Ben, and from this interaction, he either thirsts after everything that moves or he's an absolute ladies' man. But I can't tell which. Andy has a staff meeting in 15 minutes, but she had to go get her friend who's insanely heartbroken. But all I'm seeing is Walter's sister.
I need to be Rizzo in Greece.
I don't understand that.
My audition, Rizzo.
Anyways, it'd be like that sometimes. You just have to.
Only dated the guy a week. It was the best week of my life.
You know, I was supposed to be paying attention to what he was saying, but I got a bit distracted. Pause, of course.
No, I was really emotional. I even told him that I loved him.
I'm starting to see who the problem is here.
After how many days?
5, 2.
What the frick? Andy tries pitching one of her political ideas, but she's immediately turned down. Because people just want brain-dead content. So no different to modern day.
I'm something of a scientist myself.
I binged all your nano stuff. That shit is bussing, no cap.
Her boss does tell her when she turns her article into a must-read, then she can write whatever she wants. Which isn't unreasonable, honestly. And the news of her friend came up and the boss loved it as a story. So Andy volunteers to use her story as inspiration. To show all their lovely readers what not to do when attempting to court a man. That was the best way I could put it. And she absolutely loves it, but she only gives her 10 days to achieve that goal. So time to play with a guy's feelings.
Call him in the middle of the night and tell him everything you had to eat that day.
What's wrong with that?
I never learned her name, but poor friend. Meanwhile, Benny Boy is forcing his boss to invite him to some pitch meeting. I really should have paid attention. Which is conveniently the same place Andy and her friends are at.
Sorry.
Wow. Okay, so Benny Boy is trying to convince them that he's perfect for this because they're trying to sell diamonds, and somehow the conversation leads to him saying he can pull any girl anywhere at any time, which is a hell of a strong statement to make, my guy. So his co-worker sees Andy
the boss mentioned to them earlier about Andy's story
and gives him the challenge of putting his money where his mouth is. In 10 days, of course, but they get to choose who. That's devious, but I mean, he's kind of looking for it, to be honest. And they hit it off pretty damn well. Like, damn. So they head out to dinner and she just asks him a few questions. But this one was the most notable one.
True or false? All is fair in love and war.
True.
Justifying her means, I see. So they head back to his place and she calls her friend to tell her she's not gonna sleep with him. What a strange time to do that. And he was setting the mood. Until he remembered his mission. Falling in love isn't about one night stands. It's about falling in love. Well, that didn't last very long. Oh, never mind. They actually abstained. Good job, folks.
Oh, you are already falling in love with me.
I'm gonna make you wish you were dead.
What the frick? But uh-oh, she forgot her purse. Oh no! I don't know what that means. So him and his friends actually debate if to go through her purse, as if it's a whole different world in there. Until one of them knocks it over and my boy comes across the NBA tickets. He can't assume she's gonna ask him to go. They only met last night. Oh wow, she intentionally left her purse at his place. She's a real schemer. Yikes. So they head to the game, do a little kissy, and just when the game is about to be so good, she asks him for a drink cause she's thirsty. Jesus Christ. I know, but still. Frick. The next day she calls him while he's in a meeting and says she's missing him, so he invites her to go see a movie. Her choice, of course. So obviously it ends up being a chick flick. Imagine being a man and having to go watch a chick flick. Oh wait, he actually does like it? What? And she can't have that.
Who is she?
Who's who?
The girl you're thinking about.
What the frick? Why? Oh my god.
Can't hear and can't see.
If you don't shut up, my boyfriend over here is gonna come back and pummel your ass.
Oh no. Wow, Broseph actually followed through. Well, damn. Well, he sounds... Well, he sounds like he's starting to enjoy her as a person.
He was the most adorable, unconscious man ever.
Ooh. It's dinner tonight at his place and he brought out the big guns. Cooking. While she, does some redecorating. But he lets it slide because the game is upon us.
I wish I ate meat.
Oh no. So they head to a vegetarian restaurant with no game playing, mind you.
My boyfriend thinks I'm fat.
Correction! She watches it while he sits and eats the food. They head back. She calls his pee-pee Princess Sophia. He can't operate it now. So, this is painful. So she leaves. But now she's more than surprised that he wants to see her tomorrow. I think at this point, anyone who's willing to stick around is a red flag. My boy has definitely had enough of her though. As he really should. But she shows up at his work, shows him their new dog, and gives him a shirt for all of them to match. She ends up saying something that catches his attention though.
Frost yourself.
Frost yourself.
Kinda sounds like F yourself.
Women of New York, frost yourselves!
See? Andy doesn't even give him any time to breathe. She blows up his telephone with a bunch of messages. Then she shows up with an album to show what their kids would look like. This movie is making me physically uncomfortable now. Oh no.
Hey, Mom. Yeah, she is. Just saying. It's for you.
Oh, great. Hi, Glenda.
What? What? So my boy uses work as an excuse to not hang out with her tonight. But there's another game tonight and she bought tickets for them, so... Wait, what? Wait, what? What happened? Anyway, she doesn't understand why he hasn't ended things with her yet, so she has to turn it up a notch. As if it could go any higher. She bombards their boys' poker night, and honestly, too much happened for me to note here. Just know it was...
Is she on something?
God, I hope so.
But my boy has finally had enough of her craziness and end things with her then and there. She seemed to take that one a bit hard though, but I don't think she realized it yet. His friends do encourage him to stick with the plan though, because he only has 4 more days of hell. He gets on his knees, begs for forgiveness, and recommends couples therapy.
Thank you, Andy.
I think he's losing his sanity. And who is their therapist? None other than her friend. My boy actually takes the therapy seriously and opens up about their problems, but they just gang up on him.
And you are a pathological flirt!
Jesus, 5 seconds ago I'm gay. Now I'm a pathological flirt.
It'd be like that. Props to Benny Boy for sticking to the plan. Cause, Jesus Christ. In his attempt to resolve the situation, he invites her to hang with his family over the weekend. Which Odessa encourages, but Andy was kind of against that. She's having a blast though. So they do just that. And Andy sees for herself that he has a loving, wholesome family. So how did he turn out so distant from women?
You are the first girl he's ever brought home. Don't you break his heart now.
Oh no. At least they finally get to have a normal, genuine evening together, which is a breath of fresh air right about now.
Towels are right there.
Ooh, finally some progress. Jeez, my knees. Frick! It only took 3/4 of the movie. Frick! And she kisses him? Is it sexy time? Well, I guess we'll never know. I think it's implied though. Tomorrow is finally day 10, thank God. And he invites her to the big party thingy his boss is throwing. As his girlfriend. Ooh. But my boy already has plans for day 13. So I guess his mind is off of the mission now. Actually, no. He will still win. They never mention anything about breaking up. So that's just on her. Well, damn. She tries to quit the article, but her boss just pulled out her big PP card and told her she has to do it.
You got her here, but the question remains.
Does she or doesn't she?
I think we know the answer. Bossman seems convinced though. So he says he'll go find out himself.
I mean, I've only known him for 10 days. I can't.
Heh. Well, these girlies don't look too happy. So I'm sure they'll be the one to spill the beans.
So you're the new point man on the DeLauers.
She loves me.
Good for you guys, I guess.
Ben is a cheater.
The girl has known about the bet from the beginning. She was playing along so Ben would win.
I expected it, but I'm still not happy about it. Plus, the friends saw for themselves how crazy she was being the whole time. They were actually supposed to know better. Or better yet, ask Benny Boy first. Wow, all the information is coming out all at once. Frick. So Andy interrupts their announcement to say Benny prepared a song for them. He didn't. So he pulls an Uno reverse card on her. So they hash it out and, well, break up. Honestly, it was for the best. Andy impresses her boss, so she gives her full permission to write anything she wants. So, woo!
Even politics?
Well, the wind's not going to blow you there.
Except she can't write anything she actually wanted to still. So that was a complete waste. At least he kept the doggy. Oh, and the guy who made Odessa cry came back because he missed her. Meanwhile, Benny's friend brought over the article for him to read. His boys have been having his back this whole time though. So he goes to her building only to hear she's leaving to Washington for another job interview. It takes him a bit, but he finally catches up to her.
Please.
Is this true? Or are you just trying to sell magazine?
I meant every word.
Ooh. She gives him some resistance, but he calls her on her BS, as he probably should. So they kiss the day away in the middle of the bridge. And that's the movie. Okay, I think it's safe to say that this movie is the pinnacle of chick flicks. Like, yeah, their chemistry when they weren't acting roles was actually pretty damn good, but they barely had any moments sharing that. It was mostly her just trying to get him to break up with her. I can see why girls would like that, but that definitely disconnected me from this whole movie. I actually wished I saw them connecting more when her walls were down, because both of them were just walking red flags the whole time. Granted, neither of them knew that they were acting roles, but still, walking red flags. What the frick? And somehow they managed to power through till they eventually fell in love with each other, which honestly is a recipe for disaster. I never even knew who Kate Hudson actually was until this movie. She kinda reminded me of Drew Barrymore a bit, who, don't ask me why, I don't have my reasoning, but I just don't enjoy her as an actress. But she was definitely winning me over with that smile though. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more adventures through film. And as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you next week. Peace!